SP2U1 Writing Exam. Students must use a Chromebook in order to access the exam. Once you begin, teacher will be notified if you reopen assessment, and that will impede grade, as will any evidence of advanced skills beyond level 2 that comes from outside resources. Please type in your last name, first name, and class period. The following rubric will be used to assess your writing skills. We are at a novice mid-level, which means that we can present information about ourselves, our interests, and activities using a mixture of practiced or memorized words, phrases, and simple sentences. We can express likes and dislikes in very familiar and everyday topics of interest using a mixture of practiced or memorized words, phrases, and simple sentences, and we can present on very familiar and everyday topics using a mixture of practiced or memorized words, phrases, and simple sentences. We want to always push for exceeding expectations because we more than likely, if we don't get there, we will at least land in the meets. Exceeding expectation and the high end of meets is an A range. In towards the middle lower is B range, in progress is C, and we won't even work on working towards because none of us are going to get there because we all know what we're doing and are well prepared. We're looking for how much content and detail we include and how well we include that detail. We're looking for the amount of vocab, especially new vocab from this particular unit. We're looking at our structure, which means our grammar, not just the quality or the polished use of those grammar concepts, those verbs, but also the variety of verb forms that we use. We're also looking at how well organized, does it flow well, and our ease of understanding. If a Spanish speaker were to read this, would they understand what you're saying? Would they know what you're saying, why you're writing? Would it make sense to them? Read the following prompt and requirements. You are looking to learn more about the celebrations or traditions your Spanish-speaking pen pal and her family enjoy. Read the email and reply by comparing and contrasting what is in the email with your own tradition or traditions. To meet expectations, you need to provide an appropriate greeting, compare and contrast with as much detail as possible the celebration or traditions. What is the celebration or tradition? When does it happen? Where does it happen? With whom? Why? What foods are typically eaten? What activities besides eating are common? What is interesting or important about this event and why? Also, ask at least 2 follow-up questions of your new friend that weren't asked of you. Provide an appropriate ending, and then any extra details not mentioned and the quality of the reply will move you toward exceeding expectations. Be sure to demonstrate what you know by using a variety of new vocab from the unit and a variety of grammar concepts from the unit, which is the present indicative, present tense. Here are some helpful words to use in your response. But just by using these words and phrases will not make you exceed expectations in that organization piece. I need to see something beyond what you're provided. So some transition words like así que, por lo tanto, por eso, además, mientras que, sin embargo. Some comparisons, más que, menos que, a diferencia de, comparado con. Some other useful phrases like las dos, or también, or tampoco. The pronouns you use to talk about yourself and others, like yo, él, ella, nosotros, and tú. And then some possible verbs that you could use would be hacer, tener, ser, estar, gustar, and ir. Again, in order to exceed expectations, you want to use more than what is provided here and use it well. Read the following email and respond to the person sending it. Use the resources provided and only those resources to show what you know and how well you know it. Make sure to cover the information above in your response, which incorporates Unit 1 vocabulary as well as a variety of present tense grammar. Integrity matters. Querido joven, ¿qué tal? Yo soy Ignacio Martín Pereira y tengo 15 años. Vivo en Madrid, la capital de España. Vivo con mi madre Patricia, mi padre Alfonso y un hermano mayor Ricardo. Él tiene 17 años y está en los Estados Unidos porque es un estudiante de intercambio en Virginia. En mi ciudad viven mis tíos, primos y abuelos. Estoy muy emocionado porque muy pronto vamos a celebrar mucho. Primero es mi cumpleaños el 15 de marzo. 2 semanas después, nosotros celebramos la Semana Santa. A las 2 de la tarde comemos con toda la familia. Mi mamá y mi tía hacen mucha comida típica, como la paella y la tortilla de patatas. Después de comer, los adultos descansan en la sala y nosotros jóvenes salimos con amigos para escuchar música y bailar, pero no hasta tarde como las 8 de la noche. Después de todo eso, estamos muy cansados y nos ponemos a dormir a la 1 de la mañana. Son celebraciones súper divertidas. ¿Y tú qué celebras? Un abrazo, Ignacio. If you need to put some thoughts down before actually writing your response, use the space below to type any notes before writing. Copy and paste the accent marks or special characters into your paragraph when needed. Write your response to your pen pal's email here.